Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I know I'm very close up here right now. Maybe I could go back just a little bit. First, before I get started, I'm going to say a little quote that I just pulled up, and I thought it was a good one. I feel like I could use some quotes on strength right now. So anyway, do not pay for... I can't even read right now. I don't know why I'm doing this. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. And that was written by Bruce Lee. How true that is, and what a wise man he was. I remember watching his movies and things as a kid and thinking he was just the coolest. But anyway, I loved that quote. The next one says, keep going. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time. Gosh, I hope so. And I know there are a lot of you that feel exactly the same way I do. It seems that most people I know are going through some difficult times right now. And man, you just got to wonder sometimes if it's ever going to end. And sometimes, you know what? I know people who have gone through this their entire lives, and it never did end for them. So I just hope, in the end, for most of them and those who've gone before me, that, man, I just hope that they're doing great things now. And I think that they are. I think they're being rewarded. But anyway, what we're going to, well, here, let me show you this. These are very cool. These are X-Acto knives. And Jeff is making these in his shop. And look at how gorgeous that is. But I'm going to shine a light on this. This top screws on. You can hang it on a pocket or whatever because it's got the clippy. And you can replace the blade, obviously. These are not cheap pieces, so yeah, you can replace the blade. And this is what it looks like. And I've got a light on it. I'm trying to make sure that you can actually see. Now this section here, it really, really, really looks like, to me, it looks like opal. Sort of like opal or mother of pearl. But to me, it looks more opalish. Look at this side. Oh my word, you guys. The shimmer in this is absolutely stunning. Jeff got these blanks, these resin blanks, from a guy that he watches YouTube videos on. And I just think this one is absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got this one. This one has like red and black resin. Now the resin is not super pronounced in this, but you can see it in the light. You can see it shimmer and shine just like that gold in the other one. And look at the one at the part at the bottom. It almost looks like a rose. And then if you turn it to the other side, that white on top looks just like a wilting rose. It is so pretty. But yeah, this one's got gold accessories, and then this one is like a gunmetal gray. So that's what Jeff's been working on, and I just wanted to show you guys how pretty they were. Let me turn my light off on my phone here. I just wanted to use my phone light because it gets brighter than anything else. So that's it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making these butterflies. And I've already made the butterflies. I've already done the resin part, or the main resin part to create them. This is the mold that I have. You can get this mold on Temu, and I will put a link to this mold so that you guys can purchase one. Temu has the best prices, and the prices kind of go up and down, and you just have to, you know, look around, because Temu, like other places, has separate shops, and you'll find another shop with that same mold, and it's like a third of the price of the other one. So don't just buy the first one you see. Go around. I'm going to put a link to the one that I used to purchase I think I purchased those butterfly molds. If I didn't, I will find one and I will put it on, and I'll make sure that I look for the best price. So anyway, look at this. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? Oh my word. This is one that I've already made, and so is this. And I've used, for the flowers here on the butterfly, I've used nail decals. My friend Robin sends me a lot of nail decals, and she sent me this set of earrings that I'm using here as a accent and a dangle. But I've also got some rhinestones kind of popped in here at a couple of places. But oh my word, they are so gorgeous, you guys. And I still have my jump rings here. I need to put my jump rings on, and I need to put my ball chain on those. But I'm not going to do that quite yet. I didn't figure it was real important for you guys to see that on there. And at the end, we can go ahead and we can put those on. These are the nail decals that I used on both of those. They're so pretty, and these are like done with like what I would call kind of like puffy paints, because they are like 2D. They're not just flat. And look at how beautiful the flowers are. These are so gorgeous, you guys. I just love, love, love these nail decals. And Robin has been such a great gifter and has sent me so many of these, and I usually run out very quickly after I get them. So unfortunately, I use a lot of them. And then this is a set of, these are butterflies, but they're opalescent butterflies, or sort of mother of pearl. I think these look more like mother of pearl. But look at how beautiful they are. So I took those out as well. And then I also took out a couple of my sets of flowers. This is the ones that kind of hang. You can put these like on a cup or whatever. But I like using them in these kind of projects. And so what I did was I just laid my butterfly down and I drew around it, and I'll just cut out that piece. And I will save these flowers that are out and around the edge, because they are usable. Don't throw those away, you guys. And then I also took one of these, and this is from some, where did I put my little envelope? Oh, here it is. Let me try and find one of them real quick. This is my little container of small decals. And you can use these as well, you guys. These are awesome. I get them on Temu, and I'm going to put a link for these flowers as well, because you get quite a few of them when you order them. And they're just like little wildflowers, but oh my word, they are gorgeous. I'm looking for these little rose ones, because you guys have to see. It's a small, here we go. They're like this. That's where I got this piece from. And I did cut off this one side here. And then these are the leftover parts and pieces, because I'm going to sort of add those in and kind of send them kind of going over to the other side. And then these polka dots can go on the wing or whatever. But I saved those aside so that I could use them in this. So I'm really going to use this entire rose in this butterfly. So that's what's going on that one. This is this one. And then I have one here, and I had actually started using the nail decals on this one already. But that's what I'm going to be doing on that one. And I have my little cross out here. We're not going to do that, but I have a cross here that I haven't finished yet, so I wanted to make sure I had it out so that I could, I'll put it aside so that I could do that today if I get the time. I hope I do. Thankfully, I don't have to work today, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm just going to sort of cut this out, just fussy cutting it. I don't need it to be perfectly cut. I just need to get it close, and I'm going to try and do it in a way that it's not, none of these flowers are going to be hanging over the edge. So, but I do need to have a piece that I can hold on to be able to pull it off easier. So I'm just kind of working on making sure I have that. And this piece right up here should be fine for that. And then I have a piece right over here that would work as well. So whatever I end up having, I will use it. And then these are my leftover pieces, and we are going to save those. I won't be using these in this butterfly because there's plenty of flowers already in this one. So the one thing that I do want to do is sort of round out this piece here. Well, it's not going to matter because it's going to round out when I pull it off the butterfly, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let me put that in the case there, in the baggie. All right, so this is this one. And we're putting it right on top. And I have already clear coated the top of this because these butterflies, the one thing I will tell you is you can see how it's got these designs in here. The part that looks frosted on here is going to be frosted on these. I did not want these to look frosted, so I clear coated them with resin first. So that's how I keep it, you know, clear and shiny, because you want that when you're doing these, I think, because it just helps to keep it looking glassy. And I want these to look glassy. Okay, and there we go. We're just going to lay it right on top there, rub it in, make sure it's all stuck down, especially on the edges here. And I can feel it's kind of hanging over just a little bit here, and I'm going to try and cut some of that off, just because I don't want the extra on there. Okay, and then I'm going to try and find my edge piece here, and here I thought it was going to be easy to grab, and it's not. Oh, did I get it? No, I did not. Well, let's see, let's try and find this edge and pull it back. Because guys, when you're working with these decals, this is why I always like to have a piece just hanging over, because once it sticks down, because it's a decal and because the decal wants to stick to the project, these edges don't want to come up either. They're not easy to pull. And so you have to get a good piece here so that, number one, you don't pull up the decal. I've got it going here now. So there we go. And our flower is staying down there, so I know I've got the right hold on it. And I'm just going to gently, and it left that one piece of plastic right there, I think. I'll get that afterwards. And we're just going to keep on pulling. There we go. So that looks really, really beautiful. But I do have to, I really do, I don't know that that piece stayed. There it is. I found it. This is probably not going to be easy to get off. Oh, I got it. Okay, and that was just a little tiny piece of plastic that was left on that edge. I knew it was there. Okay, so that's what that looks like so far. And then I'm going to check it and see if there's any like little pieces just kind of hanging over that I don't want hanging over. And sometimes you can just kind of push it in those corners and it'll just break off. Just like that. And sometimes that's just the easiest way to get those extra pieces out of there without having to struggle too much. Okay. Now this edge here, I kind of feel like I would like to have a little more flower on there. And here's the leftover piece, because it looks too straight of a cut there. So we've got these flowers here, and I can take these and I can literally just put them right over the top. We'll cut them just like this. And I don't think there's enough space for that whole bit. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. And then we're just going to kind of cut around these, make sure they have some shape. Make sure the leaves are still on there. We don't need that piece. And this is the little piece we've got. Now you guys remember what I told you about having edges? We don't have much of an edge here. So I'm going to be very careful to hold on to this little extra piece that I've got in my hand right now. And I'm just going to, you know what? Just shaping it a little bit better. And I can just put these roses right over the tops of the other ones. And there we go. And I do have my piece hanging over here, so we're fine there. And I'm going to press the edge right here so that I'm hoping what will happen is that just a piece of that leaf will stick instead of coming off like it's wanting to do. Maybe if I go from this end and move over. And sometimes you just have to change directions, guys, if you want this to come off and leave those bits that you want to stay there. Okay, so there we go. And that looks way, way, way better, right? So that's all on there. Now I am going to put a layer of resin over the top of this. And that's going to make it look really, really shiny and glassy. So we are definitely going to do that. So next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one on. And I've got it sort of sketched out how it needs to go on here. So I think I should be able to do pretty well. Maybe not perfectly, but we'll do our best. And we're going to go right there. And this is hanging over in several places, not a big deal. And I do have my edge that I held on to here. And we are going to start peeling back very carefully because we have all these little flowers on these edges here. And see, now that one didn't totally stick, so that's kind of good. And the part that came off, we wanted to come off. There we go. So there's that, and we do still have some. You can see on the other side we have some that needs to get cut off. So I'm just going to take my scissors in there, cut most of it off. And this is just pretty thin, so usually you can just kind of pull it out of there. And keep it sort of level. Now I'm just trying to keep sort of my rounded shape, and then I'm going to press it on these edges. Just let those edges come off. And I've got these great fingernails that actually help with this process. It really does. It helps me to get in there very closely and just get those edges off. And we have a little bit right here and here that needs to come off. And this I'm going to try not to make it look goofy. There we go. And I think I've done a pretty good job there of getting that one on there. And then we're going to take this little piece here and I already figured out kind of where I want this to go. It's just going to kind of come off of the other flowers. Actually, I do not want that piece on there. Okay. And I think we're going to have it just come right down here and join the other little rose that's coming off the other side. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh well. There's that. And then this I'm going to use as well. You can see it's got a little leaf, but it's got these little polka dots, and I want those polka dots. So we are going to use them if I can get this off. It's a little harder when you've got a straight line cut. When you've got a swervy cut, these seem to pull off no problem. And let's see, I think I'm trying to see if I can have I'm going to have that come right like that, so that the polka dots are just kind of coming out from the flowers. I'm looking cute. And there we go. I love it. So let me show you. Oh, let's get something, not that. Let's see, I've got one of these little guys. Maybe you can see it better on that. See the polka dots right in here? I mean, they're very faint, but they do add detail. And sometimes, you guys, it's in the small details where you get the best quality work. So make sure you pay attention to the small details, because in the end, they're gonna make a difference in your project. So absolutely. Okay, so this one, let's just get started here. We're going to start adding some flowers, and it's going to have purples and pinks. And I so love these, and I only have one sheet, I think, of the purple. Robin usually sends me a couple of sheets of each one, but I think I've only got one in the purple, which is fine. That's okay. I just have to be a little bit kinder with not using too much. But this This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful butterfly, and I'm excited to make this one. Hopefully I'm not sticking my head right into the camera zone, you guys. And these, you can see, have little hearts in some of them. So cute. Let's see, I like this one. You gotta try to be careful not to break these when you peel them off, because these nail decals are quite delicate. So you just want to be really, really careful with them. Let's see. Yep, I think I'm going to have that come off just like the other one. Just like that. This one's super cute. It's got just little buds on it. And actually, I think I'm going to have those buds going down the little thin part of the wing right there. Anybody know what they call those? Like the extra pieces on the wings that some butterflies have? I don't know what they're called. But I wish I did. Because you know, they're in a lot of my videos, and I never know what to call them, so I just don't talk about them. And this one's going to go right here. And look at how beautiful, just already, just having those flowers on that edge makes it look super pretty. I wonder. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll probably find something white to go over this, or to go under this, so that I can really show you in the end what it's going to turn out to look like, because it's going to be gorgeous, you guys. Let's see. I think I'm going to take this one, and she's going to go right there. The purple ones are by far my favorites. They are beautiful and super puffy. Super puffy. But they are my favorites. And then these have a couple of little freestanding hearts, so why not? Let's use a heart. And these, you don't have to pull anything off of them. They just are little stickers. I wish I had turned that the other way, but oh well, that's okay. All right. So now, let's see. I don't usually like to take them too far out, but I want to get it looking like it is sort of almost a feathered look coming out from the edge. And this, I think, actually, there. Just like that. Okay. I like that side. And then the other side, let's get, I've also got these, and I did use a little bit of these on the other side. I'm not going to use a bunch of them because the colors are a little bit different, but since we used it on the other side, we're going to go ahead and add at least a couple of pieces on this side. We'll use a piece there. And they look beautiful, you guys. They're still gorgeous. These are actually some of my favorites too, because if I'm adding like variations of colors, these are the best ones to use to mix other colors into. And let's get one of these pretty bold roses right there. This piece here. Look at me. I've almost used all of these up. And I've only used them for a couple of days. Ooh, this one's going to go right there. That way there's no way you're not going to see that cute little heart down there at the bottom. Let's get one more of these and put it in there, and then we're going to start grabbing some of the purples. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. I've done it on that one. That's a lost cause. Once it's down, it's down. So, oh well. Okay, we're going to put that one there, and then we're going to start with some purples. Let's grab a big bold purple flower. These kind of remind me of plumerias. And we're going to pop one right in there, right in the middle. Yeah, I feel like these purple ones look like plumerias. They are so beautiful. And plumeria is my favorite flower. Favorite flower. Okay. And you go right there. And you can see it's all coming together now. Okay, I think we need maybe one more. We're going to go with one of these little light purple bits. And it needs to go right there. Okay, so there we go. Lots and lots of little flowers. So pretty. This one's gonna be even prettier than the one that I did before, and I have not put one of these in here yet, but I'm going to try. Let's see, it not that way. There's a little one right there. I kind of like that butterfly. I think we're going to use this butterfly, and we're going to put it on this side right there. There we go. And it's just right in there with those flowers. Beautiful. Okay, so we are done with these. And these are going to go in with my other decals. And let's see. Next step is a bit of resin. Let's see. This resin is all dried or cured already, so I'm going to put some resin right down here in the bottom of this cup, and I'm going to get a brush, and we are going to brush the top of these butterflies just like that. Gently put enough on there that it's going to cover well, but not so much that it's going to run over the edges. So I'm just putting a nice kind of a light layer of resin on my a light blob. On my next dip, I'll show you guys sort of what my brush looks like. Make sure that when you do this that you've got it covering the whole area. And I'm not putting it on the little antennas. I'm going to hold on to those. And I'm going to, whoops. I'm going with, well, you guys, it's really hard for me to show you because you're on top of this brush, and if I move it a certain way, the resin's just going to all come running off of it. So just, you can see how I'm dipping into this, and there's a nice puddle at the bottom of this cup, and whatever is on there is what I'm using. And I'm not going to take it over the ring at the top. Now, a couple of these, I'm going to tell you guys, the ring got covered with resin when I made the initial butterfly, and I'm not gonna worry about it. You could, if you've got it, use a little Dremel drill or something like that to. I gotta put this aside for a minute to. Okay, I'm putting that one in the light, and I'm going for 2 minutes, but you can use a little Dremel to drill out the hole. I do not do that because 9 out of 10 times I end up breaking the whole butterfly, and then that makes me sad when I know I've got things that I can use to create another means for, you know, hanging them. So this one doesn't have a hole at the top because the whole thing was actually at the bottom. And I don't like when they put the holes at the bottom, so I just filled it in. So, all right, you guys, I'll be right back. Okay, so while that one's curing, I've just put my brush and my resin over to the side. And I'm gonna, because I don't want it close to my lamp curing while I'm trying to do this. And we're just gonna go ahead and we are going to cover this one. I'm going way behind me over here to get the resin. But I want to get these done, get our video done, and get it ready to go up for next weekend. Oh, I just got resin on my jacket that I sat down. Doggone. That wasn't great. Okay, my lamp went off, so I'm going to pull my resin over here. And I think I actually had that under the lamp for about 3 minutes. And I use a double lamp, so I turn it on the top and the bottom so that these can cure from both sides. And it makes a big difference. Okay, this one's all ready. Darn. Okay, so what we need to do with these now is we need to add some pretty goodies like we've got here. And here's the thing, you guys. I have got this bag full of earrings and things like that. And I was just going through them before I started the video and finding some really pretty earrings that I thought would be awesome for these. So we're going to open some of these bags here. And that one was just easier to cut open. This one, I don't know. Look at this, though. Look at this. I don't even know how this goes. Look at that. Is that amazing? It's not good for these butterflies. Not at all. But oh my goodness, I cannot wait to use these. Holy moly. That's going to be so pretty. Okay, so we've got a red one. These are red and pretty. And these are red roses with butterflies hanging from them. And actually, I started to use this one for something and chose not to, so that's what that would look like. Very pretty. Put this one back. I don't know that that's the one I'm going to use, but because I've got some other red stuff in here, I think. Yes, I've got those. And I've got those beauties. And let's see, I know I've got some purple because I just put them in there. There's purple. And we need something that goes with pink. I do have some pink ones of those too. But I think I want to try and go with something different. Oh, and here's some red ones too. There's those. And there's some of my little pink roses that are so beautiful. I ordered those. And I love them because they're like a creamy color and pink rather than white and pink. I was just excited when I saw that because they're a little bit different. Here's one of those that's already... Oh, I see. That had a bow on it. Or is this a different pair? Oh, yeah. One's the post and one part is the back side. Okay. I got it. Oh, let's see. I got one of these. Definitely not going to use that one. So we've got one of these. And that one we could kind of do like the other one and kind of put it up on the body and let it hang down the middle, and that looks very, very pretty. This is I probably shouldn't, you know, one of my subscribers mentioned that I should probably have everything all mapped out and ready to go when I do my videos, and I probably should. She's got a point, because it does cause my videos to be a little bit longer sometimes, but my problem is even if I pick something out, I will probably change my mind. That's just how I am. I like choices when I'm doing something. So we've got that with the big gold bow. Don't need that. And then I've got these little roses and stuff. I still think I kind of like this on that one. And then here's our purple one. Now this one, I've got this pretty purple set of earrings, and I think they will be gorgeous on this butterfly. But they're not very thick, and they're not real, put that in there. they're just a nice little hanging, gorgeous thing of roses. The little aluminum roses. I'm not sure. I feel like the best way to use them would be to kind of have them coming off to one side. But I don't know. Maybe this would be good coming down the middle. I could use the rhinestone at the top sort of for the butterfly's head and have that hanging down the middle. And I actually think I really like that. I think that'll work. And then we'll put some flowers in there. And then we also have this. I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out how this is supposed to go. I don't know. Maybe this is a pendant? I don't know. Because this is just an earring, and yeah, it goes like, it's just one dangle. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here yet, but let's pull these out too, just because I've got another set. And this is actually quite gorgeous. And honestly, there we have it. That's the winner. I'm so glad I noticed those kind of at the last second. These are all red, so these are all going into the same bag. And I've got these two, which these are pretty as well. They are bows like the other bows, but the bows are not quite as enormous on these. And they are a deeper, more of a kind of a blood red color. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, I see. These are the kind that you can either wear like that, or you can wear them with these in the back. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that goes on there. And then you put your little post behind that. So those are very, very gorgeous. Very, very pretty. Wow, did I get some pretty earrings. Now, these are not all earrings that I ordered. Some of these are earrings that were, oh goodness, that were sent to me by Robin. So I've kind of put hers and mine in the same bag just because I wanted all of my dangle earrings in one place. And I could probably say that Robin sent me quite a bit of what's here. And that will not even go through there. That's weird. But I can still use the two together if I wanted to. So that would be what that would look like. Just kind of gently put that down. But if you ask me, there is nothing going to match up to that. Just nothing. That is amazing. And let me just put all of these red ones in the same bag. Okay, there we go. We've got our red, we've got our purple, we've got our pink one. One for our pink one. Oops, that goes in with those. And that's trash. And those I save. And these can go back in the bag. And these will stay out. Okay. Those need to get put away. Okay, so I found my bits and pieces that we're going to use to decorate these, and I think they are going to be amazing, you guys. I think these are going to be so beautiful. can't wait to get them done. So that's what's on that one. That's this one, and that's for this one. Plus there's some crystals going into this one as well. This is my little box of crystals. I got these from my friend Robin. This was 2 bags that she sent me of crystals, and they're in pinks, blues, clears, and like an opaly white. Some of them. Here's a little opaly butterfly. And you guys, in this lighting, these do not look the greatest, but they are super pretty. All of them are. There's a little bit of purple. Oh, that's this is from another set of crystals that a crystal chain that I had. I don't think there's any of these that are purple, but I do need, look at these hearts. Aren't those precious? I used a heart. So, oh, on this one, I used one of these hearts on that one. It's a little smaller one. And there are some of these in there that are like those, only little. Let's see, we've got some blues. We don't need blue today. Just trying to find, that's a clear one. There's a really kind of dark pink. That would be pretty on there with a clear crystal next to it. That would be pretty. And here's a clear square one. And I'm trying to put just different shapes in here, you guys. They don't always have to be rounded and all of that, because you can surround them with other ones that are rounded shapes and really make them look super pretty. This one's like a little flower shape, and I can put that next to the square one and it looks really pretty. It balances it geometrically. And this flower is going to go on top of those. This is one of my porcelain flowers, which you can see I'm only using one of my porcelain flowers today, which kind of makes me happy because I've been using those like crazy, and I'm going to be out of them again pretty soon, and I've already bought them twice. There's a different color that might look okay with that one. There's a green. There's not a lot of other colors, and I think for this one we will go more with, we've got an opal and a clear, and let's see, I'm looking for a teardrop shaped one, because these there's all different shapes, and that's kind of got some varied colors in it. So, you know, like those 3 together would look really pretty. And I don't know whether I'll use them or not, because this may just be plenty for this one. I think it looks beautiful with what it's got, but I may end up wanting to add a couple of little crystals. So we're going to have them there. And then here I've got some of those pretty pink acrylic flowers that I got on Temu that are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, and I love the color combinations on these, and they're all kind of different, but these are so, so, so pretty, and these are Temu, you guys. Super pretty. So we are probably going to use some of those in this one, and possibly even in this one, because I do like to combine purple with pink. So all right, so let's get started, you guys. Let's go ahead and work on getting these I want to make sure this is turned exactly right. We're going to work on getting these resined in, and I am setting them up, you guys, and I'm going to resin them while they are sitting on top of this. So that's what we're planning on doing, and I kind of like them up a little bit. It's really hard when your hands shake like mine do to get everything situated just right. Okay. Probably shouldn't have bothered it when I did, because I really had it almost exactly how I wanted it. I'm going to grab a toothpick here, and maybe I can more gently persuade them with this than I can my finger. Oh, it stuck to it. How did that happen? There's no resin on this toothpick, or glue, or anything. I just want to match them on both sides. I want them to look the same. And when you have shaky hands, that's not an easy task. Not always. Sometimes it is. Sometimes my hands don't shake as much. Today they seem to be a bit more shaky than usual. And I think it's just all the stress I've been through lately with Jeff's stroke and worrying about everything. You know, you start really worrying about your finances. Are we okay? And all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. And I probably need to work more hours at work, but that job has felt stressful for me as well. I don't know why. It's just a little department store job, but for me it's been a little stressful, and I think it's just because I'm going out of the house and leaving, and you know, the older I get, the more I don't want to go anywhere these days. It's terrible. I should be thankful that I can, right? And I am. I'm so thankful that I can go places and do things, because I do have friends that don't get to do that, and so shame on me. But I will say that anxiety is playing a big role in my life right now. And I don't like it. So right now we're going to take this one. We are at a place where I'm happy with what I've got there. And I'm going to take my clear resin here, and I'm just going to let it drizzle down between those, and it's going to hit both the rose piece and the teardrop rhinestones. It's going to get all around those in the center there. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put that much on there. I'm going to take my top piece of my my lamp, and I'm going to place it right there. I took all my resin out of the way. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had moved it. And so then this one, I feel like I'm almost right there where I need to be with these pieces. I feel like this one needs to go up just a tad. And that one needs to go in just a tad. Feels like this one, I don't know, the color just doesn't seem right. think I've got that one enough that these are going to stay in place, so I can move it over. And I can turn on the bottom lights and let that cook for a minute while we figure this one out. And this just feels like almost more of a blue purple than a purple. And I feel like what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to pull this one out too. Yeah, those are different purples. There's, aha, there we've got matching purples. But would it be better if I used all four like this, like those? And I'm starting to think that maybe that's the best idea. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. So you guys see all of those teardrops I have? Whoa. I got so lucky with having people that were generous enough to donate some. And I had bought some myself, so I ended up with a whole bunch of those because I needed them. So I went ahead and ordered some. I didn't order a ton, but I ordered the cheaper ones. The ones I got from my friend Robin are a little bit nicer than the ones that I got for myself. So thank you, Robin. She sends me really great stuff, you guys. And I'm always so thankful for her kindness. She is just amazing. She's an amazing, amazing woman. And she's so generous to help me and the channel out by donating this stuff. I'm going to take the top off of that and I'm going to put it over the top of that. And I'm not going to put the flower on yet. I'm going to wait until this gets kind of settled in. And then I'll put the flower on top of that one. And then we will put it under the lamp. So this is the purple flower that's going on this one. And then, let's see. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, we would like to put a couple of these pink roses. Let's see. I don't think I want the big ones. Just small ones. Like right there. And right there. And then this one in the middle. And I think that is gorgeous. That's all we need, you guys. And again, we're going to drop our resin. Just drip, drip, drip. Right in there. And those are going to stick together and hopefully stick to the bottom. This one we've got ready to finish up. And I really wish that I could find my red acrylic flowers for this. But I don't know where I put them. Darn. Huh. And I don't have any red porcelain flowers at all. I haven't found them in red yet. Oh, let's see. I'm just looking here to see if I've got them off to the side somewhere maybe. That will make it too bleh. Okay, so what we can do, let's see. look what we got, you guys. We got more. Jeff just brought me in a couple more of the X-Acto knife pens. Here we go. So let me get my light on here so you guys can actually see. Very cool. So that you can see. Let's see, let me turn this around. What they look like. There's one. Look at that. Oh my word. There's a lot more red in this one, and it really shows. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. And then this is the other one with more of the gold and the pearl. Oh my gosh, the mother of pearl in this one is to die for. It's got a little bit of swirls of that gold and purple in it. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. I don't know how I can make you see this better. Look at that. Oh my word. That is gorgeous. Look at that. So those are 4 X-Acto knives done now. So I know that you guys sometimes, some of you use them, and maybe you want a fancy one for yourself, or maybe your husband in the garage wants a fancy one, or just around the house. But these are beautiful, you guys. Oh my word. I just have to put them with the other two so that I don't lose them. One of them is supposed to be mine, but I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I know we need to earn a few dollars here right now, so I'm thinking maybe I'll put some of these roses in on this one as well. So let me see. I don't know. There's not a lot of the big roses in here. I'm kind of disappointed in that. We're just going to dump them all on the table here. Maybe, because we really have to put something off to the sides of these. It looks like this one slipped a little bit. And that's okay. No big deal. We got this. We know how to adjust our pieces, right, you guys? Look at that. That changes the whole thing. And then if I take and maybe add a couple of smaller ones, I'm thinking I would love one right there if I can get it to stay. Ooh, I got it there. Scooch that over. Look at that. Ah! Now if it just stays there long enough for me to get another one over here. Now this one here is a little rose bud, and I actually do love those as the little accent pieces. And I'm thinking maybe I should put a rose bud on the other side too. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Let's see if we can find another bud. We've got lots of those here. Now I've got it stuck in there. There we go. Oh, please go in there and don't push that little one out. There we go. And there's that one. There we go. That looks really pretty. Okay, so let's get this resined, and we're just dropping a drip of resin right in between those. And very carefully placing it under the lamp. And we've got this one all ready to go. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous butterfly, you guys. Oh my goodness. I am just dying right now. This is so pretty. This is my favorite by far. And you know, here's the thing. Purple's my favorite color. So when it comes to doing something purple, it's probably always going to win in my books because it is my favorite color. And we're going to just add some resin right here. I shouldn't be adding it right there, but I'm going to, and we're going to quickly get that on top of there so that it's got its home. And then we're going to add some resin right here to set this rose on top of. And then I'm just going to kind of dot some around here and put these little geometric shapes right in there. And I want this one here. And they may be going in different places, but I'm going by what I see now that I want this to look like. And then this adorable pink flower. I'm wondering if I can get her to sit right in between those two. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try. It fell right in there. It needs to move just ever so slightly, but I think we did it, you guys. That was like a 1 in a million. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay. And I was really wanting to put that in there somewhere, but I just don't think that's, I think it's too dark. Or too big, really. But this one would be great right there. There. That just fixes the whole geometric look of this. Now we're going to try and put a couple on this side, and here we're going to use our little opal one. She's going to go right there, and I want this little green heart because I think it will look amazing on there, and it does. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, everything is coming together like it never does the first time around. And there we go. Woohoo! And now we're going to pop our light on top of these real quick, and we will add some of those pink roses to that. And gosh, I'm hoping I find some spaces where I can make some cuts in this video and shorten it up a little bit. Trying to see if I can find a couple spots to add a couple more of these little, oh, I hate when I do that. When I drop those on the floor, I can never find them. That we can move to the other side now and try and get a rose that will sit right up there. And we're going to drop some resin right there. And drop some resin right there. And we're going to pop that under the lamp. Okay, I'm trying to get the lamp on both sides. And then the next thing that we need to do, you guys, is we need to get out our ball chain. Oh my word, look where I had my clasps, right in the middle. I knew I had them with them, and why I stuck them in the center, I don't know. I feel great now. Yeah, I'm going to leave these out. These are ones that I found loosely laying in the bottom of that little box that I keep this in. So, yeah, yay. Okay, so I am going to put that right there. And that. And I am going to see if we've got these completely the way we want them. Let's see, is this completely the way we want it? Oh, you know what? I can see it needs a rose right there. It definitely needs a rose right there. Maybe a big one and a little one even. I'm trying to see if I can hold that there long enough to get a little one in there. Because the edge of the porcelain rose is kind of showing there and it doesn't look real pretty. All right, that looks really good. And so we are going to add some resin here and get those in and secured with a drop of resin there. I'm going to add an extra drop of Resin Love. And I'm going to put it under the lamp. And these can come out and out. Oh, no, no, no. I wasn't careful there. I do not want those flowers to move even a skosh, because if they do, then I'm going to have problems. Okay, so this one definitely needs some of our roses now, so let's add a couple in here. Let's see. Yeah, we're definitely, what we're going to do is I'm going to grab my resin here. Going to add this rose right here. And let's see. I think maybe a small one right there. There, and it just kind of fits right in there. And let's see. Maybe one right there, if we can get it to lay in the spot right. Ugh. I can't get it to stay. Okay, there you go. No, 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 no. You don't go there. You stay right there. Stay right there. Please. And maybe actually we will put one right in there and they can hang out together. My word. There's that. And I want one right back in here. So let me set that down. And I think I want kind of a bigger one back here. Yep, I like that. And I am going to also drizzle some resin down. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And I really feel like if I can get it to happen, I want a bud right here. These buds are not easy because they have to stand straight up. There's no getting around it. They have to be standing straight up or they just are not gonna, they're not gonna work. Well, that one found a spot, so we're gonna grab another one. Maybe if I grab this and set it in that way. And it's a little too sticky. Ah, you guys. All right, we're leaving it just like that. We are not going to mess with this poor little butterfly anymore. So let's get her in there. And of course that girl did slip. See? I had a bad feeling that was going to happen. And I'm going to get her off of there. I'm going to push her back up. Because the good thing about this one, when I put it under there, the light didn't have much life left in it, much time, so it didn't get a chance to cure all the way. So, we're going to go like this. We're going to drip some resin in there again. And quickly, I'm going to just go like this and hover over the top of it for a second so that it can lay the right way. And then I can lay it down on the plastic base here. Now it will be okay and stay in place, and we'll finish that off like that. There we go. Okay, so this girl is good to go. She is beautiful. So let's go ahead and let's finish her off. And we're just going to use these two items here, whatever I can find, because we want to do this quickly. So these are my jump rings. These are 12 millimeter jump rings. And it's going through there. It's really great if you cut off a piece of chain first, because that is kind of a necessity. And make your chain as long as you want it, guys. Don't worry about it being a specific length. It's whatever length you want it to be is what you should cut it off to. because I find that I want to do these for different reasons, different purposes, and I want them to have different length chains. Sometimes I want a super short chain because I want it to hang on a purse or something, and I don't want it to be super long and hang all the way down to the bottom part of the purse and look ridiculous. I want it to hang up near where the handles are. So I determine my length by what purpose these are going to have. And this one is amazing. And this one, I don't know. I'm just selling it, and it's long enough that if somebody wants to cut some of the chain off, they can. And they can make it a different length. But look at that, you guys. That is freaking amazing. And I don't say the other word, so I'm not going to say it. I won't lie and say I've never said it, because I have before when I got really, really, really mad. But no, that's not a word that's really in my vocabulary. So freaking is my word because the kids always used to use it, and I just got in the habit of using it because of them. Okay, here's another one ready to go. And there's another one. One of these we're not going to be doing today because it doesn't have the spot for the jump ring, and we're not going to make it today. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to do 3 more. And right there. And see how we're going to do this? We're going to put our chain in our box. And where did I set? Oh, I set them. I set the butterfly on top of them. And we're going to put these. Oh my goodness. Put one of these back in here, and one fell right back here. So I'm going to grab it and put it in. I'm going to close up that bag and put it in the box with the ball chain. I'm never ever going to lose either part of those because I would be so upset if I didn't have one or the other to work with. So there's that chain. So let's go ahead and let's get these girls finished because I don't want to wait. And you guys just get to watch me. And these jump rings are easy enough to move. I can use my fingernail. Uh-oh, this one doesn't go through. There's just a little space. Let's see if we can. Oh no, it's closed off more than a little teeny space. Well, this one we're going to have to put a little something extra on. And so what we'll probably do with that, and we're not going to do it today, is I will probably, this has gold in it, so I'll use a gold piece and we'll put it on one of those, and that will finish that one off. So that's how that one's going to go. I'm just going to keep this out here with that. Now we have our beauty queen here, and this is the other one that doesn't have anything. Oh my gosh, forget it. This one is getting finished. Start to finish. I know my friend Lauren sent me a bunch of filigree pieces. It's not in this box, it's in the other box. Hold on, hold on, hold on. My friend Lauren Holmes, she is the sweetest darn girl. I've known her for many years. And we started crafting like around the same time, started getting to know each other through Happy Bird's Glitter Nest around the same time. And she, again, is the sweetest darn thing ever. And she sent me some great bits and pieces, bits and baubles and all that kind of stuff. She is an amazing wreath maker, you guys. She makes some of the most beautiful wreaths you've ever seen. And I just adore her. And she sent me this great little package recently. And honest to goodness, I hadn't heard from her for a while, but this little girl, she is the same age as my daughter, whose name is also Lauren. And she likes the crafting like we do. And so we started to get to know each other, started talking and stuff and sharing ideas and things like that. And yeah, she's just a dear and sent me these things. And so yeah, I think I want silver on this one though, and I don't think I have one of the silver ones in there. I was thinking maybe I could use one of hers, but we're gonna grab a silver one out of here. Right there. So there I did go and waste some more of your time, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to take my rounded plier here, and we are going to bore into these second holes down. And we're going to make them a little bit bigger for our ball chain. Really, it's about making them rounder so that the ball chain can go through them. So let's see. I think we got this. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that in there. Okay, so that's in there. And this is going to be an easy task. We're going to first things first, we are going to put our little pad down for a minute here. And we are going to set down the silver filigree corner. And we're going to see how we want that to look. Probably about like that. With this up a little bit higher. There we go. I think I want it right about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my resin, my brush, and I'm going to drizzle some resin on there. Okay. And on my silicone pad, this is not going to stick. Now I might end up with a couple little pieces that kind of come off of it a little bit. Not come off, but spread out. But that's okay. I'm not worried about that. Not one single iota. Okay, you guys, so we have got these all finished. I went ahead and did the gold one on this one too so that I could put it together. Finished putting on the ball chains. And on this one, I just want to let you guys know that not only did I brush the resin on this and then set it down and put the light on through the top, I then turned it over and I put resin on the bottom side around this section. And cured it again so that it would be on there really, really well. That's not going anywhere. And that is what we have, you guys. But oh my word, I am so excited about these two right here. They are just like dreams. They're so pretty. They're like the ones that you hope every project will turn out like, but they don't. And sometimes you're disappointed, especially when you're doing a video. You want them to turn out really, really great. And not everything does. Sometimes you get disappointed in how something turns out. And you know what? It happens to all of us when we're working on a project and, you know, it just doesn't come out exactly the way we wanted it to. But look at those two. Oh my word. They are absolutely stunning, you guys. And I'm going to get some better videos of these where they will be hanging and dangling so that you can see kind of how they shine and sparkle and all that good stuff. But you can see the sparkle that comes off of this. It's just incredible. This one too. I mean, look at that. It doesn't get much better than that, right? So there's those two, and then we've got these two that have their chains on them as well. These are a little less fancy, but gorgeous. None the same, all the same, all the same. Nonetheless, I was trying to put nonetheless and all the same at the same as the same word. Anyway, so that's those two, and they are absolutely gorgeous as well. And then we have this one, and this one doesn't have a ball chain because the hole doesn't go all the way through, and I didn't put a piece on the top of it. In fact, on this one, I'm actually going to cut this edge off so that that's not on there because I don't think it looks nice with that. And then I will I'll decide with this one, depending on what I'm going to use. I do have these great little hearts that Melba sent me, and I don't know, do I have them all painted? No. I've got some of them that are still gold. These little hearts here, and they're super pretty. But I was thinking maybe what I could do is I could take a heart and just kind of put it up on that wing, and I think it would actually look pretty. I can either put it here in the center, or I can put it on that wing, but I really think it looks best on the wing. I think that's where it really, really looks great. So, yeah, so that's that one, and I'm going to leave that out so that I can finish that one up. So that's what we've got today. So we've got all these beautiful butterflies. Don't forget Jeff's beautiful X-Acto knives. We've got 4 of them that will be in the shop and ready to purchase. And really, you guys, I'm going to get some better videos of these as well so that you guys can really, really see how truly gorgeous these are. I wouldn't say that if it wasn't true. They are absolutely stunning, you guys. So that's the 4 X-Acto knives, and well worth the price that they will be once I put them in the shop. And these are expensive kits to buy, you guys, so they cost us a lot to make. And so, yeah, they're not the cheapest items in our store, but they are some of the most beautiful. I can say that with confidence, because Jeff, everything he makes and puts in the shop is top quality and handmade, and he does an amazing job on his pieces. So you can't go wrong buying them for gifts or for yourself. So, and you know, I am going to have one of those X-Acto knives. So I'll just have to figure out which one's going to be mine, and then the rest will go up for sale, because I do use my X-Acto knife quite often. So I have to have one. So, and I'm worth it, right? Yeah. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a comment, a like and a share, and whoops, and all those good things. And make sure that you tell your family and friends about my channel and get them to come over and have a look and see you know, what we're making over here, especially the resin stuff. Some people aren't into all of the shabby chic stuff, but they would be interested in maybe seeing the resin projects. So send them on over. Tell them you heard about me through the video and whatever, just tell them they can tell me you sent them. You know, because a lot of you I know are always making comments and things on my videos, and most of you I know who you are. So if I get just your at least your username, I'll know who it is. So thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for watching. Be safe, be well, take care of yourselves, and make sure you take care of yourself first, because if you don't do that, you can't take care of anybody else. And ask me how I know. And sometimes I forget. I often forget to take care of myself. So that's just the way a lot of us are wired, but we need to stop and think about what that means to our health and our life, and we need to take care of ourselves just like everybody else. So take care, you guys. God bless you. I love you all. And be blessed, and stay tuned for pictures on the back end. And I'll get some video, short clips of video of these on the back end. Bye-bye, everybody. Love ya.